Hello there, this is Melek, and welcome to episode 17 of my Let's Play Minecraft Season X. It is raining. I am getting used to it raining. I'm going to destroy that house across the way. And yes, I know someone commented, and again, I should really make notes of who said what, but yeah, you don't want to live opposite me in Minecraft. It's like, your house is in my way, demolish. And to be fair, the way I can set fire to my own house, your house isn't going to stand a chance. I'm going to have a little quick look. Oh, I've got stuff. Okay, I've got stuff. What I could really do with is loads more cobble. Cobble would be good. A lot of iron ingots. I could get golden. Oh, I didn't do it. Iron blocks and gold blocks. They are going to have their own research thing, aren't they? Ah. Wow, 27. I mean, I'm not saying that I actually really need that much in the way of research for that, but hey, I'm not going to complain. I'm going to go with it. I'm going to run with it. Got the organics in there. Gunpowder. I was thinking of breaking down gunpowder, wasn't I? I've got enough stuff for stuff now. I need to have a look at what else I can break down. Yeah, I don't think it would be worth breaking those down. Furnaces. Huh. They require a lot of cobble. Clay, if I want water. Flint and steel, that's interesting. Because a flint and steel is only one flint, and flint doesn't have any fire at all. So that's actually a way of getting fire from basically nothing. It requires an iron bar and a flint. And an iron bar is 4. So you kind of sacrifice 1 point of iron and gain 4 fire. So that's fire from nothing. I like that. Fire from nothing. You have to use a bit of coal to make the iron, but yeah. I'm going to do research. Now, there's a lot of research. I like this whole node stabilizer. I have no idea. It's called node therapy. Node therapy. Just you back away. Yeah. Well, the Endermen are not going to be happy, are they? Really? One foci. Yeah. Why not? Oh, well, this one's a bloody easy one, isn't it? There's like Potentia, isn't it? Something like that. And then I think it goes straight to fire now. And then I can just grab basically anything that is derived from fire. Of which is Potentia. How much Potentia have I got? 2. What are the other things that are made from Potentia? I know you've got Lux, which I've only got 1 of. I'm just looking for something cheap. Yeah. I actually don't think that there is anything that's especially... Yeah, let's just stick with Potentia. So we have... Nice. 1 foci. Oh wow, that's just exploded with a load of stuff. What does it say? Some careful experimentation has shown you a way to expand the abilities of even the most basic one by combining crystalline vis shards with quartz crystals and infusing them with magic. You are able to align the crystals into a mystical matrix. The proper types and amounts of vis is focused through the matrix. It will reshape the raw energies into something useful, controlled and geared to a specific task. Adding focus to a 1, press F while holding the 1, and any focus you are carrying will show up in a radial menu, and you choose from any of the ones you are carrying with a click. Your initial experiments involve shaping a fire, and the resulting focus proved to be a simple but useful tool. It is capable of sending forth a cone of elemental fire, burning all in its wake. Oh wow, you require a lot of shards, and a fire charge, and nether quartz. Ah, that's a little bit more complicated, but it's doable. Totally doable. Yes, doable. Focus pouch, equal trade. On focus shock, I can just buy those. I have to research evacuation. Or excavation. It's probably more accurate. Okay. Well, Earth. Okay, first things first, we need to get back to the basic elements. With you. And then that goes to fire. I could have probably gone a little bit better than that. Earth? How do I get Earth toward... The question is, actually, where do you want to head this? In fact, you want to head this toward Earth. Does fire and Earth make anything? I don't think so. Fire... and water? I don't think so. Oh, bloody zombies. Oh, at least it's... looks like it's the morning soon. I dislike the stupid zombies. But yeah, if I can get it toward Earth... got quite a bit of water. Will water and Earth make life or something? Don't know. Makes metal. So if I get this fire... hang on. Metal's obviously partly Earth, and I have loads of that. So if I can bounce between Earth and metal, it's fine. But I need to get to metal, which basically means... potential, order. Let's get rid of that. Put order in its place. That's not going to be difficult. And then we have that. I'm trying to get to Earth, which means crystals. Which then does Earth, which is then the crystals. There we go. I'm not sure whether that's highly efficient, not very efficient, or what, but either way, I've discovered this thing. Oh, blooming heck, it needs an emerald. And obviously earth shards. This focus turns your wand into a tool capable of moving vast amounts of earth and stone with little effort. Simply point up where you wish to excavate, and the magic does the rest. Tougher materials take longer to mine. So basically, it's a replacement. It's basically a replacement for a pickaxe. You need an emerald, though, and nether quartz. I need to go to the nether, then. Really do need to go to the nether, and I could have a frost focus, a shock focus, an equal trade focus. That's interesting. Missing research required. I bet. Because you have to research certain things before they become available, yeah? Oh, really? It just becomes a normal stick? That's disappointing. I thought I'd done the research on these things. Yeah. Okay, maybe it's not. I just figured silverwood would be the next thing that would kind of unlock the next one. Missing research required. And then missing research required there as well. I kind of want better wand. I want a better wand. And I'm certain that it will be through silverwood that I will get it. Transformation of metals into iron. Oh, hang on a second. Yes. 4 magic, chuck some iron. What has magic in it? The arcane block, that has magic. And that was relatively straightforward to produce, but it did use shards. Which obviously I want to try and avoid overusing shards. What's easy to make that has magic in it already? Yeah, great wood. actually. And silverwood. Darn it. What's a good source of magic that's going to be relatively cheap to produce? Oh, I don't think I've scanned Essentia tubes. Oh, no, there is actually nothing I can learn. Well, the Thaumanomicon is like a bookcase hit with a wand, isn't it? And a bookcase is just a lot of paper and wood. You know what? It's one way of getting magic. It's a good source of... Oh, an enchanted sword is... Yeah, that's a lot of things. So what we're looking at the moment is the possibility that arcane stone blocks... No, they're too expensive. Way too expensive. They require shards to produce, for pity's sakes. Grey wood logs? I mean, do their planks contain magic? No. That's a shame. What else can I produce in this Book of Doom? I mean... That's the basic stuff. There's got to be something basic that I can manufacture that will... Yeah, I get that. Enchantments, forget that. The patch, plants and trees, knowledge fragments. Still thinking that that's actually the best way of doing it. Ooh, that looks interesting. What about gold wand caps? What about wand caps in general? Surely wand caps are themselves magical. I'm going to grab an iron cap. And I am going to create a gold cap because I can. I'm going to chuck them out. No, they're not magical. It doesn't require me a huge amount. I mean, a wand is... Wand's actually a really easy thing to make. In fairness, a wand is a really easy thing to make. I'm curious. Okay, so all you need are 2 caps, iron. You don't even need a wand to do this, so there's no magic requirement. And there is an iron cap wooden wand, which is basically a minuscule amount of wood and about one iron bar. That's basically a source of magic. That is the source of basically all the magic that I need. All I need is 8 of them, and it will then provide me with a multiple of 8 of everything, so I can put it all off in bottles. I need 8 iron cap wands. Well, 7 now. But actually you need more than 7 thingies. There we go. And then we put a bit of wood in here. It's like, yay, Wandelicious. Yeah. Cook this wand. Try not to get the gold banded wand. So basically, I'm just going to feed these wands in. Now, they have vis, which you could argue is useful in of itself, but whenever I want stuff, uh-oh. Damn it! What have you done? What have you done, you stupid machine? It's not good. I think in future I need to leave it alone. Or at the very least, well, not do what I've just done. is the bottom line here. Where the hell's all the other stuff gone then? Fine. Cautious about just emptying them out. Let's just leave it for now, shall we? And be confused as to where the rest of it went. All I know is that I have this vial of magical stuff, which is awesome because now I can create this stuff. Yeah, so I can create 2 bars of thaumium ingots, 2 thaumium ingots, because I need 4 magic. I've got 8, so if I get 2 iron bars, chuck. I actually know which way around to do things now, really. But either way, I don't even need my wand for this bit, do I? I literally just chuck in this material. There we go. Perfect. Let me just drop that. It's got 2 magic per bar. Well, that's inefficient. Damn it. I thought that you would unlock the next best wands and stuff by researching the materials that go into them, but I'm guessing not. Paving stone of travel, paving stone of warding. Infusion. What's this? Various. An arcane lamp. Okay, I bought the arcane lamp. Oh yeah, amber blocks. I do need to research that. And the daylight sensors. Both of those could do with being researched. Something like that, anyway. Ooh. That's an interesting one. And then we get back to air, would it be? I started with the wrong one, I think. Oh, so instrumentals and humans. Well, humans are kind of the brain beasts, aren't they? So let's go human. And then these cogs. That's instrumental and movement. Now, movement is at the base. It's quite a base one. So I'm going to slap movement on that one. Now, humans are based on beasts, I think. Yes. Or should I go brains? That gets me to fire. Beasts gets me to movement. Aha! Movement's good. What does beasts get me to? I don't know. Well, beasts gets me to life, which gets me to earth. Oh, I actually think I prefer that one. I may have already gone down another path, though. Beasts get me to life. I think movement and life are connected through some way. Like, just beasts again, actually, isn't it? Yeah. Now I need to get from this stuff, which probably wasn't the best choice. That gets to water. Is there anything that goes from magic to either earth or water? Not really. I think the best I'm going to hope for is air. And I know that air can combine with water in some way. Okay, life with water. That can go with that that stuff. Which, hang on. So I can go with destruction-y stuff. The water and that is like a poison thing, isn't it? Okay, it's not efficient, but it worked. Okay. Infusion. What the hell was it? Oh. Oh, wow, this has just unlocked a brain in a jar? An arcane boar. Oh, hello. Mining evolved. Got runic shielding? Boots of the Traveler? Oh, the Infusion altar has unlocked a lot. Lamp of Growth, encouraging things to grow. Casting romantic light on the Lamp of Fertility. I'm assuming they mean animals. Warded Arcana. Wow. Swords and various other awesome things. Okay, Arcane Boar. Gotta unlock that. Gotta be done. Oh, it's another fancy one. We have. Okay, that goes straight to Earth. Strike the Earth. That stuff goes to Order, and People, but Order is a good one. Order is always a good one. And which one was I talking about? Yeah, Order is always a solid one to go with because you can immediately do crystals. But I'm not going to do that quite yet. That one does movement, which is down there. Motus is Order again. I'm running out of Order. Order and air are not something I have a lot of. What else does this go to? The instrumental stuff, which I know goes to Order and humans are beasts, and movement goes to beasts, doesn't it? Instrumental goes to humans. And beasts, hang on, beasts are movement and humans are... But that's linked those two together. How do I get Order to that? It's crystals, yeah? And now I just need to link these two up. Okay, beasts are life and movement. Life is partly earth. There we go. It's a bit of a weird one again. I'm not... Okay, so anyway, shall I read what the Infusion does before I start? Oh, good grief. Okay, arcane crafting and alchemy can go only so far. Something better is needed to create truly powerful mystical objects. Oh boy. Infusion crafting is the process of infusing a single object with magical energy and the properties of other objects. You could, for example, infuse a stone with air, viz, and a feather, and it would result in a very light stone. Okay. As is usual with thaumaturgy, things are not quite that simple. To even get started with infusion crafting, there are several things you need. A runic matrix, arcane pedestals, and a ready supply of magic in the form of Essentia. Okay, well I've got Essentia stuff. An arcane workbench. You make then an arcane pedestal and an arcane workbench using arcane stone. I can do that. A runic matrix requires a lot of shards. I'm assuming you can have a mixture of shards. An ender pearl. Oh, good grief. Okay, once you have your runic matrix properly placed into a structure commonly known as an infusion altar, you can begin to craft. The central pedestal is located under the matrix, is where the item you wish to infuse will go. You will also need several more pedestals placed around the altar, where you can place the blocks and items you wish to infuse into the target object. Lastly, you need watered jars or similar Essentia containers holding the required amount of Viz. Once all this is gathered, you can click on the runic matrix with a wand to start the crafting process. During the first stage of crafting, Essentia will be drained. Oh, good grief, what is this? Interesting. From nearby sources, crafting will store if there is insufficient Essentia available. Something that you do not want, as it will be explained on the following pages. Once all the required Essentia has been infused into the target object, the other objects will have their Essentia essence drained. Only when this is done can the crafting process complete. Infusion crafting is not without risks. The entire process involves forcing vast energies into a single object. Unpredictable things tend to happen. Sounds fun! Usually one of the fusion objects gets knocked off a pedestal, or that looks awesome. That looks totally fucking awesome. Are you seeing this? Are you seeing this thing? Wicked. Sorry, gets knocked off a pedestal or flux gets generated, but more catastrophic events are not unheard of. This sounds amazing. The longer crafting continues due to unresolved problems like lack of Viz or dropped items, the greater the chance of something bad happening. The effects can be reduced by various means. Firstly, you wish to keep the entire fusion structure as symmetrical as possible. Take careful note of where you place pedestals and make sure they are all balanced with pedestals on the opposite side of the altar. When placing fusion items into them, you may wish to keep them balanced as well. Lastly, you can place occult paraphernalia around the altar in symmetrical formations, things like candles, skulls, crystals, etc. These will have the effect of reducing instability. This is wicked. Oh, this is... I'm doomed. But that looks amazing. So you create arcane stone bricks. That's a pedestal. You then put on top of those stone blocks, and then in the middle above all that, you put the runic matrix. You then... Mystical construct. It requires... I'm going to have to build this in my floating tower, aren't I? This is a large structure that's going to need more space. And once I've placed it, I bet it's going to be very difficult, if not impossible, to move. I'm going to have to... I need to fill up the well, don't I? Oh, skeleton I've already scanned. Okay. Let's fill up this well, shall we? I'm actually just going to use wood. There we go. It's kind of makes sense to seal up the well like that. Okay. Okay, that's going to be amazing. I need... Right, okay. How many stone... I need to make bricks, because that's what it's going to be made of. The whole thing's going to be made of the proper stone bricks, you know? These ones. because they just look cooler. There's nothing special about them, and I ummed and ahed about obsidian because obviously, you know, obsidian useful. I'm not gonna leave some of them. Wow, just wow. I'm kind of excited at this point about the possibilities that have arisen due to. Yeah, I know I'm just being inefficient here, but that's fine. Just the whole thing just excites me. Thaumium ingots can wait. I've got my stone bricks, wand, Essentia tubing can wait for a bit. This is awesome. This whole thing is going to be a wicked, and this episode's way too long. So I'll bid you all farewell, and of course, cheerio.